So I'm going to share with you 2 or 3 ways to land on your one thing that you're going to do away with. Okay. So I will share the link to these worksheets. Super easy. Just to use as a tool, if you want to download them and print them. So what this is a worksheet with 2 different columns. One of them says reclaim, and the other column says release, right? That's what this is called. Release and reclaim. I got them backwards. Release and reclaim. So this should be a big clue as to what to choose to release, right? If I release alcohol, what is it that I get back? What can I reclaim? When I release drinking alcoholic beverages, I get to reclaim my time the next day because I wake up. I get to reclaim my energy, right? And I get to reclaim my day because I'm not spending the first hour or 2 hours having Advil or getting over the headache or drinking water to rehydrate myself. So I get to reclaim quite a bit back. That's how I knew to land on that one thing to release. It might be different for you. You may already not drink, right? I know a lot of you don't drink alcohol and it's not your thing. So that's fine. Move on to the next thing. What is it? So this is why in the worksheets, I've separated out the different big aspects of life in general, right? So the first section says career and work. Second one, this is page 2. So the first section says, health. Next one, relationships. Third, money and finances. Environment, your space. Career, work, spirituality, emotional or mental health, fun and recreation. These are just ideas to sort of give you some juicy bits to think about, right? Some juicy bits to think about those aspects, those areas in your life. Is there anything in there that you would want to change? Is there anything in there that you would want to let go of? Is there something in the relationship realm? Is there something in the career and work realm? Is there something in the emotional, mental health realm, right? Anything in there. So these are just ideas. It's not like you have to fill out every one of them, or maybe you want to. Maybe you want to download these, print these, and then fill in what in those areas of your life would you release? And in doing so, what do you think you might reclaim, right? So for me, mine would be in the health. I would write, stop drinking booze. That's what I'm going to release. And what am I going to reclaim? My time, my energy, my health, my schedule, right? All those things I get to reclaim. And that's how you know which one to choose. The one that's going to give you more bang for your buck, the one that's going to give you more on the release, the reclaim side, that's probably the one you want to think about doing, right? Because that's the one that even before even trying it, you already know it's gonna juice you up. It's gonna give you more. You're gonna get more back. Okay. So that's one idea, is download and print these worksheets and just like think about those topics, those aspects, those areas in your life. If you let go of one thing, what are you gonna get back? Okay. The other idea would be to think about what is that thing you keep saying that you're gonna stop doing. I'm going to stop saying yes to that person. I always say yes to her, even though I don't want to hang out with her, right? Or I'm going to stop saying yes to work. I always think that I'm going to be brave enough to say no, and I end up saying yes to work and then end up staying more hours or end up going in earlier or end up doing extra work, right? I'm going to stop overeating. I've been saying I'm going to stop overeating, but I haven't done it. This is your opportunity right now because you're going to have support. I'm going to, whatever it is, I'm going to stop gossiping. I know that it's so much fun to talk to my friend and talk about that one person, but I'm going to stop gossiping. I'm going to see what it feels like for a season to not gossip. Whatever it is for you, shopping, eating, drinking, scrolling, whatever. Okay. So if it's the thing that you keep saying that you're going to stop and you haven't, maybe it's time. And then what's another one? Another one is this. If you're really stuck on what it is to choose because you have 2 or 3 things that you want to, that keep coming up. I would say take a couple of extra days to decide and do this. Get a journal. And for the next 2 or 3 days, I want you to really listen to what your mind, your self-talk is telling you. All right? I want you to listen with a super, super non-judgy ear, just to observe and just to listen to what your mind is telling you as far as that self-talk that can get pretty brutal, pretty negative. Where is it popping up the most? Is it popping up in the morning when you berate yourself because you got up late and you pressed the snooze button 3 times and you said that you wouldn't? Is it popping up because you've yelled at your kid for the 3rd time, even though you said to yourself that you weren't going to yell at your kid? Is it the negative self-talk, that mean girl talk? Is it coming up after you ate because you told yourself you weren't going to eat that extra serving, but you did, and that you can hear your brain talking to you? So pay attention and write it down, jot it down. What are those negative self-talk sessions, those negative thoughts that are coming up? And just really listen without stopping it, without judging it, for the next 2 to 3 days. Wherever that self-talk is popping up the most, that's probably somewhere in there. Somewhere in there is the sweet spot of that thing that we need to look closer. How is it that we can shift and release whatever topic that is? Does that make sense? If it doesn't make sense, let me know. Just tell me in the comments or in the private messaging, or if you have my email, email me. I told you in the email that I was going to take these next 6 weeks, and I'm essentially treating this, whoever decides to participate, because I know not everybody's going to participate. It might just be 1 or 2 of you. Whoever decides to participate in this and just really go all in, you're basically you're going to get VIP. I'm going to go all out. I want to take these 6 weeks and really go in, right? I'm not going to hold back. All right. Those are a few ideas of how to land on the thing that you're going to let go. Tomorrow is April 1st, and tomorrow we officially start. Okay? If you're late to the group or to the game, don't worry about it. It'll all work out. We've got the next 6 weeks to really work on this. All right? Okay. I am excited to share all the resources and the tools and maybe have conversations, maybe have some one-on-ones. I love you. Have a beautiful rest of your Sunday. If you're celebrating Easter, happy Easter. And as always, ceasefire now, free Palestine. I love you. I will see you on the next one. Ciao.